When we think about World War II aircraft, we usually think in numbers, serial numbers, squadron codes, production figures. But to the men who flew them, these aircrafts weren't just machines, they had names. Because when you're climbing into something made of aluminium and fuel and hope, something that might not bring you home, giving it a name makes it feel human. Today we're looking at why World War II aircraft were named, why and how they were named, where those names came from, and what they meant to the crews who trusted their lives to them. At its core, naming an aircraft was about identity. Crews didn't fly a B-17, they flew their B-17. Naming it created that bond. There was also a strong element of superstition. Aircrews believed that a named aircraft was luckier, safer and almost protected. And morale mattered. Long missions, high losses, constant pressure. Giving a plane a name made it something familiar in a very unfamiliar and hostile world. It wasn't officially policy at first. It was something crews did because they needed to. Many aircraft were named after people left behind, girlfriends, wives, mothers. Most of them, one of the most famous examples is the Memphis Belle. Pilot Roger Morgan named the B-17 after his girlfriend, Margaret Polk, who lived in Memphis in Tennessee. That name wasn't just romantic, it was grounding. It was a reminder of why he wanted to survive and get home. You'll see names painted carefully under cockpit windows, often paired with a pin-up style artwork, a blend of affection, longing and morale. These names brought a piece of home into the sky. Not all aircraft names were sentimental. Some were just funny, some were sarcastic, some were very dark. Names like Flak Happy, or just plain lonesome, or a bitter lace reflected the mindset of the men who lived with danger every day. Humour was a coping mechanism. If you could laugh at it, even grimly, you could face it. These names often came from an inside joke within the crew, things only they understood. And that made the aircraft even more personal. World War II was fought by people immersed in popular culture, films, music, comic strips, pin-up magazines. This is where Nozar really comes into its own. American aircraft in particular came famous for their bold, colourful designs, characters, cartoons, the glamorous figures painted directly onto the aircraft. You'll often hear some people mention Rosie the Riveter. While Rosie wasn't originally a specific aircraft, her name appeared on many planes, representing pride in women back home building these machines, or your name might just be Rosie Rosenthal. It was a visual way of saying, we didn't do this alone. Not every Air Force treated naming the same way. The US Air Force generally embraced the names in the nose arts, especially early in the war. The RAF was a bit more restrained, names existed, but the artwork was usually subtler. The Luftwaffe focused more on unit symbols and markings rather than individual aircraft names. These differences reflected the culture, discipline, and how aircrews related to their machines. Did the naming of aircraft make it safer? No, not technically, but psychologically, absolutely. Crews trusted named planes more. They took pride in them, they maintained them better. And when a named aircraft was lost, it hit harder. Some crews refused to reuse names, believing the luck had gone with it. These beliefs might seem irrational, but in war, belief can be a powerful thing. What these names really tell us is war isn't fought by machines, it's fought by people. Scared, hopeful, tired people trying to bring meaning into the chaos. By naming their aircraft, crews turned cold metal into something familiar, something worth coming home in. Next time you see a World War II aircraft in a museum or a photograph, don't just look at the shape or the markings. Look for the name, because somewhere behind it is a story. of humour, love, superstition, and survival.